Congregation, we're just going to say just a little bit because I know Congressman Cohen is very busy and he allowed us to share his day today. And I know that he wants to say a few words to you, and we're going to get pictures, and we're just going to enjoy the Congressman while he's here and just ask questions because I know he needs your vote. Okay?
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here. I think programs like this where we look to the children's future and see that they get the supplies they need to go back to school is so important, and this is a great program. There's so many children in our community who need a little help with going to school, having some clothing maybe or some supplies, and it's so important that we give them that opportunity. This city is a city that's got great potential, but there are a lot of people in our community, which I well know, and are committed to every day in Congress, who are still being affected by old laws, Jim Crow laws, and even going back to slavery. And that's why when I got to Congress, I passed an apology for slavery and Jim Crow, which had never been done in the history of Congress. And I said in that apology that passed that we needed to rectify the lingering consequences of Jim Crow and slavery, and they're still with us. You know, the fact that we had separate, and they were unequal schools before Bradford Board of Education, affected a generation that didn't have the same supplies, the same teachers, and all those to get the opportunities to build up businesses and to have savings to pass on to their children. So many people in the more affluent parts of the city and this country have had people in the past who had monies, have savings, and can give their children a better start because they've got all that money. And a lot of it comes back from 150 years ago. A lot of those people made their money on plantations, or they were in the cotton business, or they insured the cotton trade, or they shipped the cotton, or they made the cotton and they sold the clothes. All that was done. It's a great deal. Free labor. Give me free labor, and I'll be rich. And America's a great country. Don't get me wrong. I love America. But they also took the land from the Indians. So free land and free labor, pretty good deal for the people that were in charge. And that's still affecting this country. So we're doing all we can in Congress, working with President Obama, working with the Democratic former majority of the Democratic House to do the Affordable Care Act, which is still law. The Supreme Court didn't strike it down. It's so important because the first thing you've got to do in any government is to give people health care. That should be a right. We're the last industrialized country in the world to give their people opportunity to have health care. I was on the county division back in 1979, a long time ago. Most of you were born. I cast the essential vote to build the Med. And that was a big controversial vote here. It was the right thing to do. And in Congress, I've gotten funds for the Med and the disproportionate share payments and monies from Mississippi and Arkansas and other programs to keep the Med going as a viable hospital here, which is so important. The emergency room, the trauma center, the sickle cell programs, the diabetes programs, and just the hospital itself. Second thing after you have health care is you've got to have education. And the Tennessee Education Lottery has done more for education in the state than anything it's ever done. Over $2 billion. So young people, if they make a 3.0 grade average, that should be used as an incentive to get them to make that grade. They can get a scholarship of $4,000 to $6,000 a year going to Tennessee College. That's a special deal. And they can also, if you don't want to go to college, you go to a technical center, and you don't have to be coming out of high school to be an adult and get 95% of your tuition paid for to be trained to work and trade. So that's been great. Money's gone to pre-K, money goes to after-school programs as well, which are important. And then after you educate people, give them health care, education, you've got to get jobs. We've worked on jobs, and we've done that. We got a tight grant, only 5% of grants applied for get funded. We got one funded, bring $15 million in here to help make the mall better, make the trolley better, make the Union Station better, make that Harahan Bridge where they can ride, walk over it, bicycle over it, all these kind of things. But that's $15 million in jobs that will be created here. We got a business center open, first minority business center in the history of Memphis, the history of the state of Tennessee. But it's just open to help people get access to capital and access to contracts. That was important. It just opened last month. We got that and worked hard to do that. And we've got American Steamship Company here. We got that put that together, so I created 500 jobs here. We're doing what we can to help the jobs, to work with our leaders, and to make Memphis a better place. I work hard at my job. I always have worked hard as a public official. I get the job done. I get results. I always do. Thank you. If you have a question, I can definitely try to answer it. If you've got a question, you may have a question. If not, be sure you vote. And I want you to vote for me. But I want you to vote for Ed Stanton for clerk and for Cheyenne Johnson for assessor of property. They are two incumbent officials who are outstanding, and they should get reelected. And the Republicans are out voting the Democrats. And for some people who vote just party, which they do, some of them, they're coming out to vote in the county for those municipal school elections. And that's getting a bigger turnout out there than we're getting in the city. Today's the last day of early voting. Early voting until 4 o'clock. The election's next Thursday. If you don't vote today, I hope you vote today and get out and vote for Cheyenne and Ed. I'm also trying to help some other people. Ken Wade on the 3 weeks in the school board. But hope you get out and vote. Thank you.
All right.
I've got a few little coins I have for the kids. They're congressional coins. They're just little souvenirs for Congress.
That's my.
This big one's got nothing to give. You know, you're welcome.
I give one to my grandson.
Sure. Thank you. Hey, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Last one, you got it.
Oh, gosh.
Is that still or a movie?
Move it.
Movie?
You can talk.
Well, it's great to be here. Every day is a good day. I wake up in the morning, I get up, I make my coffee, I put in 2 strips of bacon, I get the commercial appeal, I look at the obituary page, I look for my name, it's not there, and it's a good day.
I got.
Okay. And we have a short for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's back to school supply drive from Redemption Christian Church.
Thank you.
And we would like for you to keep that name on your mind because we are a church that's growing and we do have a purpose here on Kimball and Robin.
Thank y'all.